And thanks so much for being here with us. It is The Go Show. You can find us on Facebook.com/The Go Show with Mike Russell and on Instagram at The Go Show with Mike Russell. YouTube, Go Outdoors with Mike Russell. I want you to check this out because this interview we have right now with Kevin Call from High Point Outfitters is going to be on YouTube. And this is a very important topic. We're talking about the draw. All right. Now, this man is a pro at the draw. He actually helps clients with the draw. So we're going to cover some basics, starting with how many of the draw gnomes do you actually know? Those little gnomes that get into the program and make sure that all of us don't get tags that we want in the units that we want. I know there's some voodoo involved. Kevin, tell us about it.
Well, I wish there was voodoo, because then maybe you could predict when you're going to get a tag. I think the biggest thing for Arizona is you just got to have a draw strategy to draw. You just have to know what you want. Case in point, last year there was over 200,000 additional applicants new to the draw last year. Everybody probably knows Arizona, is the fastest growing state in the United States. There's more and more people coming to Arizona, and more and more people applying for Arizona, out of state and in state. So the demand for tags is significant in Arizona. So you've got to come up with a draw strategy, decide what you want to do. People just starting out, you got to decide, do you want to wait 15 or 20 years for a premium rifle early bull hunt? Or do you want to hunt, in Arizona every 4 or 5 years? People have different strategies, different, what they want to do. And it's not bad. I mean, if you want to use Arizona as a premium tag state, and just hunt, trophy bulls that we're known for, that's fine. But if you want to hunt elk every year, it's not going to happen. You need to get a multi-state strategy. You need to go to Colorado every year. You can buy a tag over the counter still in Colorado every year. Go to Colorado and hunt elk. Use Arizona as your premium tag. So it just depends. If you want to hunt more often than that, you're probably going to have to hunt cow elk or hunt the late rifle bull tags. And the late rifle bull tags can be fun, can be good hunts. You can hunt them. Right now it's taken 7 to 8, 9 points for most of our late bull tags. And most of your listeners probably know, and maybe they don't, you can actually get a permanent point by taking the Arizona Game and Fish education, and you can get that, keep that every year. And then if you keep putting in, you get a loyalty point after 5 years, and that will stay with you the whole time if you keep putting in. So even though it takes 7 points to draw some of these late tags, you roll over every year with 2 permanent points, if you will. And so every 5 years, you can hunt these late bull tags. So if you want to hunt elk in Arizona, you're guaranteed to hunt these late bulls every 5, 6 years if you have your 2 permanents. So that's an opportunity. And if that's enough for you, great. If not, start putting in for cow hunts. About the only way that I know, and Mike, I see a bow behind you there. If you want to hunt elk every year in Arizona, you can certainly do it on some of these late November archery bull tags. We also have archery cow tags that are fairly easy to draw. So you just need to decide what you want to do, how long you want to wait for a tag, and how often you want to hunt. And if you just want to hunt Arizona, if you just want to hunt bulls in Arizona, you got a little bit of a steep curve. But there's a lot of surrounding states that have elk as well. Get a multi-state strategy to draw. We help people. I'm a CPA by profession, and have always loved the draw. Have always helped people play with the odds. Used to have all kinds of unique spreadsheets to figure out what the odds are. It's much easier now. A lot of services, a lot of programs out there showing people the odds. So the information is out there. If you want to know and you're still confused, reach out to us. We help people get tags in Arizona. Of course, we're a outfitter here in Arizona, and love what we do.
So you're breaking people's hearts. So let's back up. Those that just moved here from, say, the Midwest, and they said, wait a second. Okay, I heard about this draw thing going on. What are you talking about years until I get drawn. Now I know that comes as a shock to a lot of the new guard, but the old guard goes, yeah, I've been waiting 7 years now. I've been waiting 8 years. I waited 9. I understand that. Wait a second, you got an outdoor show. Don't they just give you tags? No, that's not the case. It's a different world in Arizona. Waited 9 years for an elk tag. Finally got that. So I like the multi-state strategy because I never really thought that. So at High Point Outfitters, you actually help them work the neighboring states as well?
We certainly point people in the right direction in that way. We are not an application service. There's a lot of application services out there that will help people with multi-state strategy. There's a lot of good ones out there. Epic Outdoors is probably the best one if you want to talk to somebody. But there's a lot of opportunity out there, multi-state. We specialize here in Arizona. Every state draw is so different, and so we are the experts here in Arizona, not in every other state. We know generally because we do hunt other states, so we know how the draw works. But we're intimately familiar with Arizona. It can help people. That's our focus: is help people get Arizona tags, not only elk tags, but deer tags, sheep tags, antelope tags. Javelina tags, whatever type of big game you want to harvest. For people that are new in Arizona, let me just step back and say just real briefly what that draw works. So all of Arizona big game tags are given out in the draw, with the exception of we do have archery over-the-counter deer tags. You don't have to enter the draw for that. Everything else pretty much you have to draw. So 80% of the tags are given in a random draw. So it's more names in the hat. The more bonus points you have, the better chance you have of draw. Now, 20% of those tags are given out in a pure preference draw. They call it the bonus pass. Well, that pure preference draw, the people with the points, that's what I was saying. If you have 7 or 8 points, you're guaranteed a late elk tag. Last year, for example, the early 10 tag took 22 points to get it. Okay, so that's 20 years plus your 2 preference. So that's what it took to guarantee one of the best tags in Arizona.
Wow.
So it can take a long time to get in that 20% preference point, but if people are just starting out, they need to concentrate on the 80% of the tags that are given in the random draw. So you have 2 choices in the draw. When people go in, they get confused because there's actually 5 choices in the application process. But the way the draw works, the preference tags go first in the 20%. Then the rest of the tags go in the 80% draw. And then after all of those applicants are looked at for those 2 draws, then it moves to a 3rd draw, and they look at their 3rd, 4th, 5th choice. Well, there's not many elk tags. Certainly there's no bull tags. Sometimes there's cow tags left over in that 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th choice. So when they look at your application, you really need to concentrate on just 2 choices. Maybe try to go for a home run on your first choice and take a hunt that you're willing to hunt on your 2nd choice with the number of points that you have and with your, with the type of quality of hunt that you want. If you just want to get out and hunt, there's a lot of opportunity to hunt elk and deer here in Arizona.
Right.
The Coues deer down south, pretty easy to draw. Pretty easy to draw 2nd choice, especially if you're on the earlier hunts. The late December hunts are a little harder because of the rut. The Coues hunts are a little harder to get in December, but October hunts are fairly easy. With 1 or 2 points, you can draw pretty much most of those. You can get into a Coues hunt pretty easy with 1 or 2 points.
And learn to love meat. That's okay. Listen, a cow elk is a lot easier to draw for, and it is delicious. And you're talking about, 250 to 350 pounds of meat. I mean, that is absolutely That's great. It's enough to feed your family for the year. So, I mean, in getting out and hunting and taking an elk down, and it's needed, and it's easier to draw for. So, set your expectations right, right?
That's right. And the cow hunts are the October cow hunts. We have cow hunts that are right in the rut. You can hear bulls bugling. You can have all the experience and harvest a cow elk, whether that's with a bow or with the rifle. Those are fantastic hunts to get out, especially for new hunters to hunt. Those are fantastic hunts to be able to enjoy.
Right. Kevin Call, we always appreciate you with High Point Outfitters. We appreciate you and the entire crew up there, always giving us the right guidance for the big game hunts. And the draw is ending here in a couple of days. So you need to make sure to get on it like now and get your strategy together and get drawn. Thank you for hanging out with us this week. This is the Go Show. We will be back next week. Have a great week, everyone.